Ah, Hollywood, strugglers. What a magical place. Celebrity culture is healthy, right? It's not a waste of time to worship people for playing make-believe. I'm into it. Yeah, I think it's sick. Hollywood's not filled with out-of-touch elites. It's filled with stars. And I think those stars ought to be recognized, nay, rewarded for their outstanding contributions to the betterment of this world. And what better way than with a shiny, physical representation of what they are? A star. The Hollywood Walk of Fame. Only the most distinguished individuals can be found here. That's right. Bill Cosby, Kevin Spacey. All right, I'm joking around. I think I need to verbalize that because a lot of jokes have been going over your guys' heads lately. That's a tacos. Okay, I know a tacos when I see it. But I have always had this kind of icky feeling about celebrity culture. I guess you could say I was not like the other kids. Keeping up with the Kardashians? Yeah, how about I keep up with the stocks, baby? I'm trying to get this bread. I'd be waiting in line at the grocery store and see one of those magazines that's like, Leonardo DiCaprio spotted with new boo. Boo-hoo, okay? Because I literally don't care. I'm trying to get this bread. It's just this constant back-patting and arrogance that fills the entertainment industry that bothers me. How many trophies do you really need? Why are you always rewarding yourselves? Do you have any actual self-worth? What's the point of making something if you're not gonna get absolutely sucked by a faceless panel of voters for doing it? We need to be rewarded for doing things always. Positive reinforcement, we are adult babies. Okay, I'm going too far. The Hollywood Walk of Fame is mostly just a tourist destination, but they do make it a point to hold a ceremony every time a new star is placed. As a matter of fact, that's one of the requirements to even get a star. You have to be there in person at the ceremony. Bruce Springsteen had a ceremony scheduled, and then he just never showed up, so they took his star away. They're not playing around, man. I was watching some of the presentation ceremonies on the Walk of Fame YouTube channel, as one does. And during this one in particular, I kept thinking, why is the camera focusing so much on this security guard? He's taking up half the frame. Then I realized this is Vin Diesel, just kind of awkwardly hanging out on stage while the speakers are talking about him. They make the recipients just stand there while other people are stroking their ego to a crowd for like 20 minutes. They're just like standing there while somebody else is boasting about their accomplishments and stuff. Like at least let them sit down and kind of shrivel away, you know?
This man right here, he dares to dream when people forget to dream.
We're honoring people in the entertainment industry and we can't figure out how to get the dang microphones to work? Come on now.
And that's why I love this man to my grave. I will always, always cherish our friendship.
I think Vin fell asleep, actually.
I met these guys back in the 80s at Gazzara's. You guys remember meeting at Gazzara's? No. You play there? Okay, it wasn't Gazzara's. It doesn't matter. Let's move from that.
This is so awkward. It's hard enough being complimented one-on-one, face-to-face with somebody. Now imagine standing up on stage in front of a bunch of strangers while they do that.
I'm not used to having praise heaped upon me by people I love and respect so much. It's very embarrassing for me. And in some ways, this is torture.
This is a spot that has meaning to me because of you. You are why I'm standing here. You have shown up for me again and again and again.
You know what? Yeah, I did kind of earn this star, now that I think about it.
This star, which has my name on it, is not mine. I do not own it. The District of Hollywood does not own it. The City of Los Angeles does not own it.
Okay, well, if she's not gonna claim it, I will. Anne Hathaway's star is officially mine now. No takebacks.
Thank you for just taking one day and letting Hollywood become Flavortown.
Honestly, Hollywood would be a better place if it was Flavortown every day. When they reveal the star, they just kind of cover it up with this sign and then clumsily pull it away. Every time is equally as awkward. Big old cumbersome sign dragging across the star like this. This guy has to sprint in to take it away. I don't know. This is just so funny to me. I don't even know why. I also like how they just make them kind of uncomfortably kneel on the ground during the whole thing, which I mean, I guess that's the only way to do it. The star is in the ground after all. Except for Muhammad Ali's. They put his in the dang wall.
At the time he said, quote, "I bear the name of our beloved Prophet Muhammad, and it is impossible that I allow people to trample over his name."
I like to think the real reason he wanted it in the wall is so it's at a better height for like punching at though. It works well for like tourist photos, you know? They just kind of like freaking. The chamber that's in charge of the Walk of Fame has a policy where once you're given a star and it's in the ground, it's there forever no matter what. So like For example, even though Donald Trump's star gets absolutely obliterated like once a month, they just keep fixing it and putting it back. Just the cost of upkeep on Trump's star alone is enough to justify the $50,000 price tag. Oh, what's that? You didn't know about the price tag? Yeah, it's $50,000 just to get your star on the Walk of Fame. Price subject to change, of course. They're not just handing these bad boys out to anybody, all right? It's pay to play, baby. Oh, you want to be a star? You want to be a famous little celebrity boy? Mail me a Tesla Model 3, and then we'll talk. Well, you know what? I do want to be a famous little celebrity boy, and I'm willing to fork up the 50K. Sorry, hold on, wait, nope, I waited too long, and now it is 55K. So, price subject to change, of course. It looks like you just have to apply or nominate yourself to get one, so I'll try doing that. Applications are due really soon, so this is good timing. Technically, I do already have a star on the Walk of Fame, but I would prefer one with my name on it. I can't even get verified on Instagram. But I got a good feeling about this. Godzilla, Alvin and the Chipmunks, Shrek, they all have stars, and I'm still not convinced that those are real people. So, looks like I have to fit into one of these categories to qualify. Always tried to make it clear that I too am a I think this counts. The FAQ section says that anybody can nominate their favorite celebrity with their permission. So, you guys know you got my permission, right? I mean, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying, you know you've got my permission. Whatever. Hi. So a couple days ago when I was recording this video, I did a whole segment where I was nominating myself for a star. Is there like a form that I just have to do it in like a Word document? So Scott Cramer is a YouTuber, but also a star. I went about it in the only way that I knew possible because at the time, the nominations weren't actually officially open yet. So I will just save this as a PDF. Now I just gotta figure out where I'm supposed to send this. Submission form? What the hell? Nominations are currently closed. We will reopen in April 2022. It is April 2022. Dear Hollywood, for your consideration, Scott Cramer. So we just send this off and I guess we see what happens. So I did my best at trying to put something together. I had this idea for the video for a while and I got to the point of, actually doing the nomination and it just didn't work. So I was just planning on using all that footage, editing it together into a video, whatever. But then a miracle happened. The stars aligned, if you will, and the actual legitimate nomination forms opened up today. So I already went through and filled some stuff out. I think we should just go through this. Got my name here. I'm putting myself in television. I figure that's the only thing that I could even come close to qualifying for. Right here, you got to put your sponsor. I didn't know. I just put Raid Shadow Legends. A little farther down, it asks for my place of birth. That is absolutely none of your business. And now the biography. This is a pretty important step. I'll just read some of the parts here. What is there to say about Scott Cramer that hasn't already been said by his many adoring fans? Scott enjoyed many hobbies in his adolescence, including disc golf, tie-dye crafts, and the Battle Ball, the Future of Football board game. Have you ever played that? It is unbelievable. One of the greatest board games of all time. Scott's entertainment career took off in 2017 when he finally started trying. Seriously, he could have done it sooner if he was actually trying. He didn't even care that much. It was just like a stupid hobby or whatever. Each month, Scott's work is seen by billions of satisfied viewers. That's right, I said billions. You can't prove otherwise. Maybe he has a secret mailing list that's not publicly available. You literally can't prove it. And now I want you to list your contributions to the community and civic-oriented participation. It's a little broad, but I just wrote down the things that I thought of off the top of my head. Got Clearly Canadian back on store shelves. You guys are welcome for that, by the way. You can buy this at like Kroger's and gas stations and stuff now. I feel like I can take full responsibility for that. Single-handedly brought the DCG Disney Channel games to Disney Plus. Then my brain was kind of running out of things to write, so I just put literally the most giving and selfless person I know. Like, I don't even know what else there is to say. He's contributed so much. Why are you questioning his civic-oriented participation anyway? Are you projecting, sweetie? Do you have something to hide? What have you done for this community? Figured I should keep them on their toes a little bit, keep them honest. Next section is my awards and nominations that I've received over the years. So the first one, I was a semi-finalist in Deal or No Deal auditions, not on the actual show, in the casting process. I almost got to the final stage of the casting process. So that's pretty cool. I was nominated for Best Comedian on the Internet for the Shorty Awards in 2020. Obviously, I lost to Morgan Adams. It's a comedy competition. She's gonna win 10 times out of 10. This next one's not necessarily an award or a nomination, but I figured it was worth putting in here. I answered every question on Mr. Gigi's interview show, Pick a Hand. That was in 2021. And, I donated the winnings from that to charity. I think that's something that the board would appreciate. I'm also just now realizing I think I forgot to write that off on my taxes. So anyway, that just didn't feel like enough things. So I also wrote that, as far as I know, I hold the North Dakota State qualifying record in high school track and field. And that's for the most events qualified for the state meet met by standard in a single season. That was in 2014. And it was never officially verified, but I've been telling people that as a fun fact for years, and nobody's ever called me on it. So next thing is the number of years you've been in the entertainment industry, and then I think it's a little bit of a test because down here it says, please enter a number greater than or equal to 5. So I just wanted to play it safe. I wrote 1 billion. That is significantly more than 5. I don't think I could possibly have gotten that question wrong. Getting towards the end here, it wants you to list the people that you would like to speak on your behalf at the ceremony. So, like Adam Sandler spoke at Salma Hayek's. I wanted to have Howie Mandel for obvious reasons. I'd like to maybe close that loop finally. Post Malone I think would be a great addition. And then, of course, Anne Hathaway. I signed it Scott Famous Boy, just kind of planting that in their heads, a little psychological manipulation there. And then when I got to the bottom, I was actually a little bit shocked because I wasn't aware that there's a fee just to apply. If I'm nominated, I owe them $55,000 to get a star, but just to submit a nomination form is $250. I tried going in and, deleting it, but that is set in stone. Just like my star will be set in stone very soon. There's a little spot for promo codes. I tried entering, the classic Scott 10, thought maybe I'd get 10% off. That did not work. I also should try free, maybe? That did not work either. So I suppose this will just have to be a business write-off. All right, so now that that's out of the way and I have officially applied, let's get back to whatever I recorded the other day. I don't even remember at this point. Oh my, wait, hold on, I already got an email back. It's from the committee. Dear Mr. Cramer, or should we say Starboy McGee, we are writing to inform you that your application for a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame has been accepted. We think it's about time you were recognized, nay, rewarded for your outstanding contributions to the entertainment industry. Thanks for everything. We love you. Signed, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. This is amazing. This is kind of unbelievable, actually. P.S. What if we kissed at the star ceremony? All right, Dwayne. Stop. You gotta stop asking me to do that. I'm married, dude. There's a lot of celebrities that have actually just not accepted a star when they've been nominated. The committee accepted the nomination. Everything was good to go. All you gotta do is accept the star. And they were just like, nah, I'll pass. Clint Eastwood, Denzel Washington, Julia Roberts, they said, why don't you take that star and shove it where the sun don't shine, eh, Hollywood? But not me. I would like to have my star right next to Anne Hathaway's so they can kind of be a 2-for-1 deal. I just wanted to point out one more thing that I just noticed while I was editing this video. Say hello to Jaden, by the way. She's down there. But I don't know how I didn't pick up on it until just now. But the website and the social media of the Hollywood Walk of Fame has been encouraging fans to nominate their favorite celebrity, So just say, for example, there's a person who really loves Leonardo DiCaprio. He doesn't have a star right now. They're probably thinking, that's insane. Leo needs a star. Leo's a star, right, Jaden?
Yeah.
So they're probably sitting there thinking, well, if Leo doesn't have a star, we got to get him a star. Let's nominate Leo. It's $250 every time they want to do that. I think that's how it works, right? So I made a joke about you guys nominating me earlier. Definitely don't do that. That would be a terrible investment. I also did the math on it, and it would only take 200 people nominating any single celebrity to get to that $50,000 threshold. So it's almost in their best interest to not give Leo a star and just hope that at least 200 people every couple of years give them that $50,000 anyway, that he would owe them for a star. Anyway, now I'm rambling. That's just something I wanted to also convey, and I just realized it now. So anyway, let's get back and finally end this disaster of a video. Once again, the new merch is available now, and those are just kind of evergreen. They're up forever, so you don't need to rush to get it or anything. But do rush. Do rush. Buy it today. Thank you so much to my patrons. Those that are listed here are in the top tier. Guys, I have a little bit of a confession. I've never told anybody this, but I've never had fun playing a Sonic the Hedgehog video game. Is that weird? It's like such a staple of the industry, and I just have never enjoyed it. The most fun I've ever had was with, what was it called? Yeah, here it is, Sonic Heroes. This is the only one I've ever enjoyed. Anyway, I just need to get that off my chest. I've been holding on to that for a while. Other than that, that's all I got for you. Thank you for watching and liking and subscribing. I will talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.
Spaceman's do like to gaze up at the stars. He dreamed of floating with them in his spaceman car. And when he touched down, he couldn't believe his eyes. All of his
This is the wrong day to be jet lagged.